Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Crow and today we are going to be doing a tier list of Season 27 right after the most recent balance patch change. I'm currently live right now doing this tier list, so it's all going to be pretty much unedited, undone, and I don't even know what I was saying. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So, very simply, we have the King or Queen. The King or Queen is by far the best Pokemon in the meta right now and generally is just amazing. Underneath that, we have Superb, Pokemon that are very strong in the meta, really just the best Pokemon in the game, a step above from like the meta, because we only have one that we are going to consider the absolute best Pokemon. Underneath that, we have the A+, really strong Pokemon, can work in a lot of different situations, can gel well with any team. Underneath that, we have absolutely amazing, very similar to A+, but just not to that same level. B+, kind of similar with what we've had with A+ and absolutely amazing, only just that one little step lower. Pokemon that are usually like a little bit outshined by some other choices for both B+ and B. And then at the bottom we have the C and D, Pokemon that generally struggle within the current meta as well as just really get outshone by a lot of other choices in the game. So first off, we are going to go over our all-rounders. Now, I am going to be doing an order that it's shown. So first up, we have Azumarill. Okay, where do we think Azumarill lies? Now, just letting you know, I cannot see chat when I'm doing this because I only have one monitor, unfortunately. So we are going to be talking about Azumarill. I think Azumarill kind of sits in the middle here. Honestly, like, it has really good early game. It can kind of fall off a little bit later game, which is the main thing that I'm trying to consider. Like, I feel as though Azumarill is kind of like a comfortable B+. Really good early, kind of decent when it gets a little bit more into that later game, but as it comes to that very late game, it can struggle a bit. So I'm going to put it in the B+ for now. Next up, we have Blaziken. Oh my god. Blaziken, like, I don't know if I have to explain this too much, but Blaziken's, like, potential is absolutely insane. Blaziken has so much outplay potential. It is actually absurd, which is why I think he definitely belongs in Superb tier. But Blaziken's just crazy. Like, the amount of damage that you can do, the amount of movement you get, the utility of being able to switch to different movesets, one that, like, just, there's so much. He's an amazing scrapper. He's really good at securing. He has so much movement. It's just, Blaziken's insane. Next up, we have Buzzwole. Very similar to Blaziken. Maybe a step below. Or maybe the same. I think Buzzwole is very strong. Very strong. Like, the amount of CC you get from he, like, in a 1v1, Buzzwole will pretty much always win. He's a little susceptible to CC, but then with Leech Life, that's kind of been alleviated. Actually, I think he goes in Superb. Buzzwole's really good early, really powerful late game, and just is generally a monster, also being like a single stage evolution, having no evolutions to him, just generally strong all around. Good secure as well, especially early with Fell Stinger. His Unite move is very good at like chasing down certain people, but I think he belongs in Superb. Next up, we have Phalanx. Phalanx has been all over the shop, right? We have people saying that he's horrible. We have people saying that he's like fine. I think Phalanx is fine. Kind of the same tier as Azumarill. Specifically thinking about like the beat up Iron Head build. I think that one is very good at jumping people, very good at dealing damage over time. And then like with the new held items as well, I feel as though there's a little bit more of a niche for him when it comes to the amulet coin. But we barely know anything about that because it only like came out today and I haven't done enough testing on it. But I do think Phalanx kind of sits around the same tier as Azumarill. Like, good early game, can fall off a little bit later game, but I also might put him here because considering, but it's into the meta. into the meta specifically is what we have to think about. If he's actually good inside of this current meta. Because you compare it to like Pokemon, like, you know, Blaziken, Buzzwole, all these other all-rounders that we haven't put it in yet. And there's just so many counters to Phalanx, right? There are so many counters to Phalanx, which can just make it kind of abysmal to play into sometimes. But if there is no counters on the opposing team, Phalanx can do very, very well. And that's where I think. Next up, we have Zacian. Zacian's, oh my god, Zacian's just really good. Like, he did get nerfed, so I might put him here for now. But then, thinking about the Amulet coin, I kind of want to put him back up here. But I think for now, we'll put Zacian A+. I think that's a solid place for him. He might belong in Superb, but we'll have to wait and see. Wait and see when we compare to a lot of other Pokemon, but just Zacian in general, very good Unite move, very good gimmick, super strong overall. Next we have Dragonite. Dragonite, being a 3-stage does hurt it, and getting like a Unite move that late, and generally struggling a little bit in the lane, but he is good in like the jungle. Like Outrage is pretty good. Might put him in absolutely amazing, actually. Like, the more I think about it, like, there's a lot that Dragonite can do, and he can steamroll games. But you also have to, like, keep in mind, comparing this against, like, a lot of other all-rounders. But I think Dragonite is an absolutely amazing choice. I'm a fan of Dragonite. Next up, we have Serena, A+. Easy A+. Maybe even Superb. I think Serena is such a solid Pokemon. It is extremely, extremely strong. It has so much outplay potential. It has a lot of movement, has a lot of damage. It's really good at ripping. I don't think it belongs in Superb. I think A+ is fine. Very solid early game. And generally just really, really strong all around. But that's where I think Serena sits. Next up, we have Machamp. Machamp is struggling a little bit in the meta. When you, like, if I were to have to choose any all-rounder, it's like I would cycle to these ones, and like Machamp just struggles, honestly. His biggest thing is his Unite move, right? And it's good, his Unite move is good, but there's just so many things you can do to get out of it, like Unstoppable, or like Eject right as it starts, or things like that. And for some of his builds and movesets, like Cross Chop, you have to be absolutely dominating in order for that to even be considered something good, right? I used to think he was really, really bad, but all-rounders, generally speaking, are good. And, like, he has good secure early, he can jump on people, he can do well. But just in comparison to all these other all-rounders, I don't think he's the same level. He doesn't have nearly as many counters as Phalanx, but I feel like Phalanx can generally be a little bit more useful in some ways. But that's where I think Machamp goes. Lucario. I think Lucario is really, really good. I think Lucario is super solid, has a really high skill ceiling. Extreme speed is still crazy. His Unite move is good at securing things. Power Up Punch Rocky Helmet is a thing. It's weird how it works, and I think it's always how Rocky Helmets worked, but it's just a little bit, specifically with Power Up Punch. Like, if you get hit, it makes it so the cooldown is shorter for Power Up Punch, but that's not the reason he's in here. I just think, like, again, single stage evolution, really strong early game, good presence later. So I would put it in the same realm as Dragonite. Next up, Tyranitar. I'm going to put him in the B+. And before I continue explaining, I need some water. Stay hydrated, folks. Alrighty, so Tyranitar, B+. Few reasons. One reason, he's a 3-stage. Reason number 2, it takes him a lot to get online. If you're not running him in jungle, he struggles a lot. Now, with like the true damage and the whole thing with Rocky Helmet, yes, it stacks, yes, it's good, but considering everything else, again, comparing it to other all-rounders that you can have in a game, it's just, he's not nearly as good. Like, if we were, because I'm not ordering these either, it's just Blaziken's an S, Buzzwole's an S. I'm not saying Blaziken's better than Buzzwole, although I do think Blaziken is better than Buzzwole. But in this, don't think if he's here that Tyranitar's worse than these two, or Tyranitar's better than these two, or etc. That is all in the same tier. So, yeah, I think Tyranitar just struggles early and takes quite a while to get online. True damage is nice though. I could put him in amazing, but I think for now we can put him in the B+. Next up we have Garchomp. I think Garchomp is amazing. I think Garchomp is absolutely amazing. The buffs that he got specifically for his boosted attack is crazy, crazy, crazy good. Dig and Earthquake, they got buffs, but they have always been good. Genuinely, they have always been good. Of course, with the buffs, they have gotten better, but I think this is roughly where Garchomp sits. Kind of the same thing as Tyranitar, where it does take a little while to get online. But even as Gibble and Gabite, you can like really rip objectives. You can really have a bit of a presence in lane if you have all your boosteds. And I think Garchomp sits in this absolutely amazing tier. Next up we have Metagross. I think Metagross is also absolutely amazing. Really good early game, really good middle game, pretty solid late game. Its Unite move's still trash, but everything else about him, regardless of what build that you run, can be very, very strong in lane. But that's where I think he goes. Single Strike Urshifu. I think Single Strike Urshifu, I'd put him in the A, kind of very similar to Rapid Strike style Urshifu as well. Now, if we're talking about lane presence, I think both of them have very good lane presence. Both of them, well, Single Strike is very, 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 very good at securing. Rapid Strike Urshifu is a very good jungler. Very strong ganks early, can absolutely dominate. Maybe Single Strike goes down here. Because I'm also thinking about like more late game. But he's so good at securing stuff. He's very good at securing, he has very good bulk. I think they can both sit here for now. But we'll loop back around to this. Mewtwo X, B+ tier. I think Mewtwo X is fine. I'd prefer to see Mewtwo X over Machamp. You know, single stage, has a fun gimmick, has a very, very good Unite move. I think that's kind of why Mewtwo X sits. I won't really say too much else about that. Next up we have Charizard. Charizard. I think Charizard's in the B tier, honestly. Like, Charizard's fine. I think Charizard's good, but the only thing that's good, quote unquote good, about him is like his Unite move, right? He's really good with like Curse Bangle, very good at being oppressive on lane, but his Unite move is kind of his one thing. And you don't really play a Pokemon for the Unite move. It's best to play them for what they can do. And with Charizard, like, I don't know. Like, what again, being a 3-stage, really struggling until you get your Unite move, kind of speaks for itself. And like, honestly, I might even put him lower. Maybe even lower. I don't know. Charizard's just kind of meh, you know? He's very... He's fine in jungle. He's horrible in lane. Takes forever to get online. And then when he is online, the only thing that's good is his Unite move. I don't know. He might be in D tier, honestly, the more I think about it. Because, okay, comparing it to Machamp as well. Like, Machamp has a good Unite move, but also has solid moves, right? They can jump on people. They can do well. Kind of the same with Charizard. They're like, with Fire Punch and Flare Blitz, they can jump on people. I don't know. I'm going to put him in D for now. I don't know. He's just kind of struggling. Like, he's just such a gimmick Unite move. I don't know. I'll put him in the middle. I think I'll put him in the middle. It feels wrong putting him that low when I can see that he can steamroll sometimes with his Unite move, but I don't know. He's such a gimmick Pokemon. Because gimmick in the sense that his Unite move is by far his strongest thing, and without it, he's not too huge of a threat. I'm going to put him in C for now. That's where he goes. That's where he stays. For now, at least. Scizor. Scizor is... B. I think Scizor is fine. There's a lot of better options. If he had more sustain, I think it would be better. If he did a little bit more damage as well. His Unite move is kind of lackluster. If you stack, though, an Excel Brace, it could be good. Maybe he's B+. I'll put him in B for now. I think that's fair for Scizor. Scyther, kind of the same. Pretty good assassin. There's better... Like... But comparing him to other speedsters right now, I really don't think Scyther holds a candle to them. I think he's fine. Maybe C tier actually for Scyther. He's strong though. Strong early game. Relatively strong late game. Very good movement. I'll keep him in B for now. Next up we have Tinkaton. I think Tinkaton is still strong. It is very good secure. This Gigaton Hammer. It has early game it can kind of struggle a little bit, but as long as you're fighting, you can get your stacks of the hammer really quickly. And if you stack and you do Excel Bracer, Tinkaton can still be really strong. In the lane, it's very good. I would never run this in jungle. I think Tinkaton's really good still. Like Thief as well. Thief Gigaton Hammer is really good. Smackdown's underrated too for a good range option. But I think that's where Tinkaton sits. And moving on, we have Ceruledge. I still think Ceruledge is very, 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 very good. Very good Unite move. Can struggle a little bit early, but as soon as you get Ceruledge, you can rip objectives really well. And just generally his damage is very, very solid. So I think he goes into absolutely amazing. Next up, we have Mimikyu. Mimikyu is A+, maybe A. Like it's an all-arounder Gengar still. That's the main way I view it. Shadow Sneak's very good. Trick Room's fine. I might keep Mimikyu in A+. Maybe not. I think Mimikyu's a good choice, but not nearly as good as some of the other ones. Next we have Suicune. Suicune is amazing. Really good damage, really good Unite move, really good crowd control. Amazing in lane. It's a legendary, single stage. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. It's just really, really strong, really, really solid, can work on any team. Next up we have Gyarados. I'm going to put Gyarados in the absolutely amazing for now. Let me think more. I still think Gyarados is good. The effort gauge hurt a little bit, but you still get Gyarados pretty early. He's still strong, does a lot of damage. I would put him here. Absolutely amazing. His Unite move is still insane. Like really big throw, really good for positioning. Like pretty tanky too. I'd put him there. Next up, yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's good for Gyarados. Alrighty, so next up we have Aegislash, and Aegislash, actually, absolutely amazing. I think Aegislash has been doing pretty well right now, and especially with like Excel Bracer too, I think it's been really well. Rocky Helmet works pretty well on him. He has good throw as well with like Sacred Sword. He can do good damage. He can rip objectives pretty well. Like, yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Alrighty. But that's all for the all-rounders. If you want like a little bit more of like, I don't know, like a who's better in this situation, like, nah, I won't do that. We'll just keep it to that. Because I don't want to go into too specifics and justify like, oh, this Pokemon's better than this one. Like, just kind of look at the tiers and be like, okay, so these Pokemon are good. Like, let's do an example, right? Let's say like, I don't know, the Ceruledge and Garchomp. It's very hard to compare the two because they do like different things, right? So they do two very different jobs. Well, kind of similar, but in a different way. They're both very good at ripping objectives. They both have good survivability. Both have very good late game. Like, it's hard to say one's better than the other. But yeah, that's all for the all-rounders. And next up, we have the attackers. Now, immediately we have a Alolan Raichu. Immediately superb. Absolutely insane Pokemon. Insane Pokemon all around. Crazy damage, crazy movement, amazing jungler, good in lane, good early game, good middle game, good late game, just everything. Everything about this Pokemon is bloody ridiculous. It's the best attacker by far. Alright, took a little bit of water, but I don't really feel like I have to say too much about Alolan Raichu. Next up we have Chandelure. Chandelure's B. Chandelure's fine. Its Unite move is good, and it's kind of this middle ground, honestly. Like, it can get jumped on really well. Like, it can get jumped on pretty easily, so it has barely any survivability, has no movement. But it is a very good burst mage, I will say that, which is why I think it's kind of in the B+. purely because it is a pretty good threat to some of the Pokemon that we can already see up here. Like, if Chandelure can get a good range on Buzzwole, you can do a lot of damage, you can kind of knock them out. Kind of the same with a lot of these Pokemon. Like, as long as you play smart, Chandelure can be good. But, I don't know. Like, it's a burst mage, but, like, then I start thinking comparing it to, like, Delphox, right? And Delphox is a really good burst mage, and really, really strong, and has so much mobility. So maybe Chandelure is more of a B. Is he lower? It takes a while for him to get online. I don't know. I'll probably put him in B for now. But he might be lower, honestly. Like, he's a good burst mage, but again, like, no movement. Super squishy. I don't know. I think B. I think B is where Chandelure sits right now, but that might be suitable for change. Next up, we have Greninja. I think Greninja is actually a very solid attacker, but only if you run it in the jungle. Maybe it's not A+, maybe it's just amazing. Unite move is really, really good. For one, repositioning, and two, just generally has a very quick cooldown. Like, and it does a lot of damage, and... I feel like Greninja might be absolutely amazing. That's what I think. Like, a lot of people use Greninja, right? So a lot of people see different kinds of parts of Greninja. Like, oh, this person's doing horrible as Greninja because they're only like doing these certain things. But I think with all the tools that Greninja does have, I do think Greninja is a good Pokemon. Early kind of sucks. Frogadier is fine. Greninja though, when you get your Unite move as like, I don't know. I think he's amazing. I think Greninja is a very solid choice, but only if you run them in jungle. Again, I would much prefer to see like a Lone Raichu or any of these other Pokemon, but I do think Greninja is around the same realm as here in the level of threats as well. I'd much rather fight a Tyranitar than a Greninja, I think. It kind of depends. Depends on who I'm playing, but yeah, I think Greninja goes there. Next we have Dracopult. Dracopult is B+. Dracopult's good, but it's, I don't know. I don't want to say its damage is lackluster. It's very squishy. You need to run full heal on it. You can't afford not to a lot of the time. Because outside of like, what, Dragon Dance? It doesn't have that much movement. And like Shadow Ball, the dash and that. Dracopult's very squishy, but more squishy than like not as squishy as Chandelure, but it's more beneficial than Chandelure, so I think it's B+. Next up we have Venusaur. Venusaur's amazing, really good sniper, really good tanky build as well for a special attacker. I think Venusaur's really solid, good Unite move for damage, very good secure. I think it's amazing. Next up we have Duraludon, kind of the same level as Dracopult, maybe a little bit lower, because Dracopult's kind of your basic ADC, very good at ripping, but so is Dracopult and like Greninja, and yeah, more so ripping for Duraludon because that's kind of his thing. It was nerfed, but I mean he's still good at it, so I think around that B+ is where he kind of deserves to be. I might turn the music down just a smidge, but I do think Duraludon's good in that kind of B+. Next up, we have Decidueye. Decidueye, I think, is... Spirit Shackle is good, but I don't know if it's amazing. Because you need to play him in jungle. Like, Venusaur can work in lane. Rowlet struggles lane. And Decidueye, like... You need to get to Decidueye. It's the same thing as, like... Tyranitar, you need to get to your final evolution to be really impactful. But then when you are impactful, it's really good. But I think the Decidueye sits around here, honestly. I think it's B+. Next up, we have Espeon. Espeon, I think, around the same. Espeon's really strong, has a very, very good early game. Fun Unite move. But can kind of struggle more near the end, I would say, because like it's I think that's a good place for Espeon. It can struggle near the late game, but it's very, very good early game. Next up, we have Delphox. Delphox, amazing. Again, kind of similar to Espeon, where but kind of reversed. Struggles a little bit early game, but as soon as it gets Delphox with Mystical Fire Flame Charge, or even Fire Spin, Fire Blast, it is a very, very, very strong burst mage, and its Unite move is still insanely good. So I think they are amazing. Next up, we have Sylveon. Sylveon. How you have kind of fallen, honestly. Like, compared to a lot of the other attackers, Sylveon is not very tanky, doesn't really deal a whole lot of damage. I don't know, I think they kind of belong in C tier. Yeah, Sylveon's not great. Late game, it sucks. Early game, it's fine. Actually, I think it's worse than Charizard, honestly. Like, its Unite move is not good. It doesn't have good damage. It's mediocre at best, whereas Charizard can pop off in some occasions. So, I think Sylveon might actually be D. Yeah, Sylveon just struggles too much. Yeah, leave him in D. Next up, we have Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is an extremely solid Pokemon. Really good Unite move, gets it back really quickly, can absolutely change games, has very good range, very solid damage, kind of the same realm as Delphox, but Gardevoir does come online earlier, which is really, really nice. I think Gardevoir sits there. Yeah, all I gotta say. Armarouge. Armarouge is a B+ tier. Say it with me. God, man, I really, really like Armarouge. Right? He's really fun. He has these two different movesets, like Armor Cannon and then like Flame Charge, Fire Spin. But the damage that he can, like, he's really good at like fighting on lane. Early can kind of struggle, and he's good in the middle game. Late game, I feel like he just doesn't do enough damage late game, honestly. Like, comparing him to these other mages, you know, he's just not really that same kind of level. And I'd prefer to see like a Petal Dance Venusaur over a Flame Charge Armarouge. So I think that's a fair place to put Armarouge. Next up, we have Mewtwo Y. Mewtwo Y is B+ as well. Very, very simple Pokemon. Hold down the A button. Pretty basic. Good Unite move. Very generic. He's going in B. Mew. Mew is a difficult one to place because skill level, like because good Mews are good. Mew is crazy good. Mew is very, very, very good. And the way I say this is because of the absolute crazy potential that Mew has. Like, Mew is so good, but he's so hard to play. Mew is the hardest Pokemon in the game to play easily. But if you've seen people play Mew at like a professional level, Mew is batshit crazy. Mew is so good. Like, in the meta, I do think Mew is like very, very good. But in terms of like just how difficult it is and how you can just, I think it'll go in B+, because it's very difficult Pokemon, but it's very solid. Very, very solid. It's so hard to place because it really, really depends on the skill of the player using it. Okay, if we do this purely objectively, everyone's playing these Pokemon at the absolute best. Mew is easily A+. Easily A+. So much, like, has CC, crazy good secure, insanely good Unite move. It's just good. Mew is very, very, very good. And again, we're assuming this is the best of the best playing these Pokemon. So I'm going to say Mew is A+. Genuinely think so. Next up, we have Cinderace. Cinderace is in this B+ tier. It's good. It's simple. Very similar to Mewtwo. Why? Not much else to really say on that. Cinderace is kind of B. Maybe even B. No, if I'm putting Duraludon there, yeah, I think Cinderace would be like around the same level here. Generally speaking. Yeah, I think Cinderace is fine. Comparing it to other things, Yeah, I think maybe that's where Cinder can go. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put Cinder there. Next up we have Inteleon. Inteleon, easily superb, amazing, very good secure, extremely strong early game. Well, extremely strong game, full stop. Just very good secure, very good movement, very good damage, insanely good at bush checking with snipe shot as well, and just I think Inteleon is very, very good. Next up we have Miraidon. I think Miraidon is slept on. I think Miraidon is amazing. Charge Beam is very good at holding pressure on lanes. Electro Drift is still very, very good. Did get nerfed, but I still think Miraidon is a very, very solid Pokemon. Next up we have Cram. Cram kind of goes in like maybe B+. Very solid in lane. Kind of falls off near the late game. Kind of similar to a lot of these Pokemon. Some of the Pokemon here, like Espeon. Espeon falls late game. Armarouge can a little bit. Cinderace is fine late game, but I think Cramorant's mostly here just because he falls off a little bit later. Next up we have Pikachu. I think Pikachu's great. Pikachu's super solid early, really strong Unite move. You can either go like this really far away mage damage build, or you can do this really annoying sure hit CC build. So I think Pikachu's solid. Next up we have Ninetales. Ninetales in that same realm. Maybe no. I'd put Ninetales there. I might move some more up here. I think like maybe I think maybe Gardevoir is really good. I think Gardevoir deserves A+. I don't know if Pikachu does. Pikachu's very strong early though is the thing. Tricky. I don't know. Because I'm comparing them to the rest of these attackers, right? And all of these other Pokemon that are down here. I don't know if they really are an A+. Because they're great. These are good attackers. But you compare them to these three that I have here. And it's like, Mew has an incredibly high skill ceiling. Absolutely insane skill ceiling. And it's like, everyone playing these Pokemon at the best. Ninetales, Pikachu definitely belong where they are. Miraidon, I think maybe could go up. Maybe. No, yeah, I think Miraidon and maybe Gardevoir. I think that's fair. Gardevoir is very good secure early. Very good Unite move. Very consistent. Miraidon is a single stage evolution. Has two very good builds that are very what do you call it, like I don't want to say situational, it's like versatile, very versatile builds. You can go either this more kind of like speedster assassin build, or you can do this more long range build, kind of similar to like Decidueye and Inteleon, more of a sniper build, but with charge beam can be very impressive on lanes, has a good Unite move. I think this is kind of where the A+ goes. Honestly, I think so. All right, next up, finally, we have Glaceon. Glaceon is very strong. I think Glaceon is probably one of the strongest attackers in the game for a few reasons. One of the main reasons, it is, maybe it goes down. I don't know. It struggles in lane. It's good in jungle. Icicle Spear is very strong. Icicle Shot, maybe it's A. The more I think about it. Okay, yeah, Glaceon's A. The only reason I say this is because a later game it can fall off a little bit. It's very, very good at ripping squishies. Like as soon as you get sight on like a Raichu or an Inteleon, Icicle Spear them, that's pretty much all their health gone. But you yourself are pretty squishy. You are pretty slippery though with your like ability. So there is quite a lot going on there, but I think they're roughly in the same realm as like Greninja, Venusaur, everyone else who's here. But that is the placements for all the attackers. Let me know what you think. But what we're going to do, we are going to move on to our defenders. Alrighty, now we're getting into the juice of it. Blastoise. Blastoise is amazing. Crazy good CC. The buffs were good, but they weren't really that significant. The HP buff, though, that was very, very, very nice. I think Blastoise sits very, very comfortably in that A+ tier. Next up, we have Crystal. I think Crystal is amazing. I think they are very tanky. They have a lot of movement. Actually, maybe that B, actually. The more I think about it, I think that B, actually. Same reasoning. They're very tanky. They have good early game. They can fall off a little bit in that later game. But I think Crystal's around that B+. Next up, we have Goodra. I'll put Goodra in the same. Can kind of struggle a little bit early, but can also be really oppressive early. I think Goodra sits around here. Same as Crystal. It's very good at being like, it's very good at staying alive, sustain, annoying people just by stunning them and just staying alive. But if you get jumped, you know, there's not a whole lot you can do. 3-stage evolution, of course, hurts it a little bit. The only reason like Blastoise is up here is because like he gets his 3-stage earlier. He gets like his first move at like level 5, same to Goodra, but at the same time, you get a lot more CC with Blastoise. Blastoise is the CC king when it comes to like Hydro Pump and Surf outside of like, I don't know, Trevenant or Mamoswine. But yeah, that's where I think Goodra sits. Next we have Greedent. You might disagree with this. I think Greedent's amazing. Actually, no. Greedent's fine. I think Greedent sits around there. Really falls into that gremlin mentality, very similar to Sableye. Run around, cause disruptions, score where you can, be at team fights, you know, just... Greedent's fine, good early game, good mid game, a little bit weaker in the late game, but I think overall Greedent's fine, B+. I'd put maybe B. Maybe B+. B. I'm going to put him in B. All right, next up, we have Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh deserves to be in the absolutely amazing tier. Now, couple reasons for this. One, Rocky Helmet works very well with Ho-Oh, which is just another little thing that I like to put in this. But I think Ho-Oh is strong for a few reasons. Its Unite move is very good. But the reason I put it here, and this might shock some of you, is the is Flamethrower. Now, Flamethrower, a lot of you might think is bad. I also used to think that it wasn't as good as Sky Attack. And my reasoning for this, it is a very, very, very good walling tool. Because if you are, let's say, pushing a goal, right, and you use Flamethrower, you can... People don't want to be hit by that, right? Like, at all. Because if they do, it'll create the space underneath them where it'll be damage over time. You run this with Curse Bangle, the healing goes absolutely all the way down. And you maintain your distance, you maintain your kind of frontline positioner, instead of looping all the way in with Skydive and having a chance of getting, you know, absolutely destroyed. Because you can still be stunned out of Skydive. Or Sky Attack, sorry. So the only way you can really use Sky Attack without having that stress of getting caught is by running full heal. But with Flamethrower, you can run anything else and just maintain your distance while keeping that proccing of Curse Banger going up. But that's one of the reasons it's in here. Rocky Helmet works really well with it, and I just think Ho-Oh is a very strong Pokemon. But I've spent enough time talking about Ho-Oh. Amazing. Moving on, we have Snorlax. Snorlax is also absolutely amazing. Very, very good early game. Very, very good late game. Very good survivability. And I think they are very, very, absolutely amazing. Next up, we have Lapras. Lapras is same tier as Snorlax. Strong early game. Very good survivability. And Ice Beam is very, very good. Using that at Ray in good situations is huge for your team. So I think Lapras kind of sits there. Its Unite move is also really nice. Same with like pretty much all these defenders except for like Greedent. Very good Unite move. Very good Unite move. Very good Unite move. It's, yeah. But yeah, I think Lapras is good. Being a single stage as well, like all three of these are, really does help it a lot. Next up, we have Mamoswine. I think Mamoswine is the B+ tier. I'm a huge Mamoswine fan. Very, very, very good early, but really, really, really quickly falls off. Now, my reasoning for this is just late game, it's too much of a single target defender. Very similar to Goodra. Because with, like, I don't know, like Ice Fang, that's the main build people use. It's very deliberate on one Pokemon, and it can be good. Like, it is good. That's why he's in the B+ tier. B+ is good. B+ is like, these are the good Pokemon. But I think in comparison to others, Mamoswine just kind of falls off later, whereas like early game, very, very strong. Very solid Pokemon. Next up we have Slowbro. Slowbro is amazing. Very, 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 very strong. I say it all the time. Probably one of the best defenders in the game. Crazy good Unite move, very good survivability, very good stun, can have very good damage. Just everything about, like, very good early game, very good late game presence, amazing defender. Next up we have Trevenant. Trevenant is in the A+ tier. Very good survivability, strong early game, but as soon as he gets at level 5, can be very, very oppressive. But yeah, and then last but not least, Umbreon. I don't really think I have to give too much description of this. You are extremely tanky Pokemon. You get your level 4. Extremely oppressive, very good late game, very good Unite move, and that is really what separates these two from the rest. And that is all for the defenders. Let me know what you think in the comments below, as again, I'm recording this while I'm doing a live stream, but this will be on YouTube much, much later. So yeah, that's it for the defenders. Second last but not least, we have the supporters. Alrighty, now we're getting into it. Wigglytuff is B+ tier. Wigglytuff is fine. Good stuns, good survivability. Actually a really useful Unite move when used right. But outside of that, I think it's fine. Like, has good late game, good early, very good early game, good mid game, and I think it's fine around the late game. There are definitely better options, but B+ is where Wigglytuff goes. Next up we have Eldegoss, kind of that same realm, but for different reasons. Eldegoss is our Warlock of the game. Very good damage, but also like very good damage, good healing. A mix of the two. So if you're wanting to like play a supporter in like solo queue, I think Eldegoss is great. But I do think it kind of fits into that more B+ tier because it's a mix of like an attacker and a supporter in a sense. But I do think that's where Eldegoss does go. And that's where we have Comfey. Same realm. It has fine healing. It's really boring to play. Has a decent Unite move. Latches on the whole game, and I think is generally fine. But yeah, I think Comfey's fine. I guess kind of in the same. It's a supporter, so it's good, but it's a very, you know, like one person supporter. You know, you latch onto one person, and that's how you can really heal. So I feel as though that's kind of where Comfey sits. Next up we have Clefable. Clefable is amazing, A+ even. The buffs to its healing were very, very, very nice. Very good on a coordinated teams for that very, very nice wide team range healing. So I think Clefable goes there. Next up we have Blissey. I don't really have to explain much. Blissey is still absolutely insane. Crazy good healing, crazy good survivability, amazing Unite move. Just all around very, 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 very good. Now you have Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime's fallen off a little bit. Maybe Wigglytuff goes in here as well, the more I think about it. Because they're more disruptors. They don't really have many healing options. Like, Power Swap just isn't really that good for healing, like, at all. Like, he's good damage, but you don't really want to play him for good damage. Like, the disruptors generally fall off a little bit, unless you're a certain 2 Pokemon that I'm going to get to next, but I feel as though they are fine. Next up we have Psyduck. Psyduck, still superb, amazing, crazy stuns. Disable is still great. Very good Unite move, a very good gimmick. You just stay alive, you stay annoying, you have crazy CC capabilities. Just a very, very, very good supporter. Next up we have Sableye, and this might surprise some of you, but I think Sableye is fucking good. Sableye is very, very good for a few reasons. Now, one, he is very, very good at keeping an eye on the opposing team. And just before doing this, I did a couple games with some of the new items. Running Amulet Coin on this fucker, Oh my god. Just, oh, he's, oh my god. He is good. I think Sableye is good. Probably the best disruptor in the game, next to Psyduck. That's all I have to say. I think Sableye is actually very, very good. And then last but not least, we have Hooper. Hooper, I also think is very, very good. I'm a huge fan of Trick Shadow Ball, especially when doing solo queue, but every other moveset that he has, crazy potential, like just being able to port your whole team any way that you really want with your Unite move, and just being able to have so much versatility in one supporter is very, very nice. And that is it for our supporters. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. And finally, we're going to move into our final segment, our Speedsters. All right, so first up, we have Zeraora. I think Zeraora is good. Zeraora is good in jungle, single stage evolution, so it's very solid. Good early game, good mid game, kind of like fine late game. Can struggle a little bit against some other Pokemon, but I think Zeraora is amazing. Next up, we have Gengar. Gengar, same realm, different reasons. Very, very good jungler. Extremely good middle game and very good late game. Extremely good assassinating skills, and also very good at ripping with like Sludge Bomb Hex. But yeah, I think Gengar is amazing. Next up, we have Zoroark. I think Zoroark is A+. I think Zoroark has a lot of good potential to doing very, very good things. Very good burst damage, especially with its Unite move. A lot of good movement. Pretty good at ripping. Very good at ganks as well, because you can get him quite early. Zoroark works also very good in lane as well as jungle, whereas these two kind of need the jungle to be really good. Next up, we have Galarian Rapidash. Same realm as these three. Don't play Fairy Wind. Fairy Wind sucks. Dazzling Gleam and Agility are still the way to go. Actually pretty decent in lane. Very good secure with Confusion early. But yeah, I think they're amazing. I mean, all speedsters are very, very good, but I think Galarian Rapidash is amazing. Next we have Darkrai. I think Darkrai is, honestly, really, 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 really strong. You can play him in lane, you can play him in jungle, and he is extraordinarily strong. Specifically with the Dark Void Knight Nasty Plot build. Dark Void Nasty Plot are objectively better than his other build, because Dark Pulse is just bad. Honestly, Dark Pulse is just bad. But the amount of burst damage he has, he's a very good Unite move. If you know how to play him as well, and you stack your Nasty Plots before any fight, and you keep that up, and you use Dark Void at distance, and then wait till the second Dark Void hits, you will do very, very good damage. I actually think he might be A+, but everything I said still stands. I think he's a very, very, very solid speedster. Next up, we have Dodrio. I think Dodrio is A+ for quite a few reasons. He has very good movement, very, very good at scoring. He has very decent damage with his main focus being stuns, funnily enough. With with Drill Peck and his Unite move, he can cause some really good havoc when he gets it. Which is why I think he kind of sits in that A+. But before we get to the final four, I'm going to have some more water, because oh my god, my throat. Alrighty, feeling a little bit better. I have enough energy to get through these four. Alrighty, so final four, we have Leafeon. Leafeon, easily superb. I think Leafeon is probably one of the best species in the game. It's insanely good in lane, very good in the jungle, really good just early game, late game, everything. Crazy fast Unite move, does a lot of damage. Just getting such a strong speedster at level 4 is crazy, in my opinion. And yeah, that's my thoughts on Leafeon. Leafeon's very, very solid. Next up, we have Meowscarada. I also think Meowscarada is very, very strong. Good in lane, good in jungle, very good late game. Its Unite moves damage is fine, but that's not really the reason you play it. Very good at ripping, very, very solid. Next up, we have Absol. I think Absol is amazing. In comparison to the rest of these species, it does kind of fall off. But very good Unite move, good early, good mid, good late game, very good jungler. And last but not least, we have Talonflame. Alrighty, Talonflame is, let's say they are superb. I think Talonflame is very, very, very good. Very extremely good in the jungle. Actually, maybe A+. Difficult, difficult, difficult. Yeah, that's where I think Talonflame goes. Talonflame is definitely A+ mom. And one final thing that we have to do, we have to choose our king and queen of this most recent patch. The Pokemon that is by far the best in the game, by all accounts, and is absolutely the meta pick right now. And who is it? The age-old question. Now, there's two different avenues we can take with this. We can take it the Pokemon that carries the hardest, or we can take it the Pokemon that makes the biggest changes in any game. And I want to do both. So we are actually going to have two up here. Alolan Raichu and Blissey. Alolan Raichu and Blissey are... Well, actually, we'll talk about Alolan Raichu first. Alolan Raichu is just way too good. Alolan Raichu is superbly good. Crazy good rip potential. Amazing jungler. Really good damage even after the nerfs. Just having so much movement on such a good attacker is amazing. Absolutely amazing. By far one of the best Pokemon in the game right now. Blaziken as well, honestly. Blaziken's really, really, really strong. Okay, no, I do think it's Alolan Raichu and Blissey. I think these two are very, 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 very strong Pokemon. And if I had to choose one of them, I do think it would be Alolan Raichu. And the reason why Blissey is a very, very close second is because of the healing capabilities this Pokemon has. It is literally game-changing. Being able to keep one or multiple Pokemon alive just with, like, your eggs. It's actually insane how close this is, but I do think Alolan Raichu is still just that one step ahead. But that is my Season 26 tier list for after the most recent patch from this time, which was... What was the name of it? I'll throw it up on the screen and during editing when I'm, recording this live on stream. If you have, go watch me live. I stream on like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, sometimes and Thursdays. But that's all for the tier list. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And let me know if you agree or disagree. And if you, of course, enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, as it really does help me out. But that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. And as always... please remember to stay hydrated.